What up, friends? About a week from right now, we're going to be jumping into Trials for the first time in Witch Queen, and I kind of figured I might get your brain ticking on Trials a little bit once again. So I'm going to do a deep dive of a pretty sweet round we had where I kind of tell you everything I was thinking, why I did what I did. Hopefully it gets you thinking a little bit too. Hopefully it gets you back in the Trials mood. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on Twitch. Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? Camera's not going to seem on sync, well, because this is a past broadcast, and I'm chilling in my boxers off camera recording, and it feels lovely. This is going to be a new YouTube series. We've already did one video of it, actually, but we're going to come up with some cool creative title. Not exactly sure what it's going to be. Maybe like Trials Deep Dives or something, but basically whether it's one round or a full game, I'm going to start trying to find cool rounds, cool games where I can sort of break down my gameplay a little for you, and I give you some behind the scenes of what I'm thinking and whatnot. Let's watch this round specifically. I'll unmute, and then we'll talk about it.
I got a grenade on his face.
This man, fuck.
Yeah, they're just gonna wait there too. They're not gonna push me. There's one sitting. He just got heavy coming through cubby behind you.
Oh god, it's a sword.
Oh, you win that though. He's sitting on that other. He's pushing you. Oh, you're so.
As you saw, that round was pretty spicy. I'm gonna keep the video muted here while I talk over it and sort of just try to explain what was going through my head. I might even do a second watch through so I can give it more in-depth talk and maybe even pause here and there. We're up 2-1, so it's a pretty important round. If we go down, it's 2-2, and we're doing a tough carry. If we go up, it's 3-1, obviously. Get this suck nade on this guy, so I know I sort of need to attack, especially with the last word. I don't want to backpedal when he's got a Lorentz. In this spot right here, I am very, very, very weak, as you can see, and on my radar you can see that somebody is pushing right on me. They were on B. I know they're on B. I know they know where I am while I'm one shot. And if you look at my eyes, actually, you can sort of see what I'm doing. I am staring at this radar. The reason I'm staring at this radar is I think I'm gonna die, but my best chance of survival is waiting until they're right on top of me. If I were to go behind or like leave my cover here and sprint out into this direction, they're gonna kill me if they're just standing on B looking at me. But my best chance of survival is if they are right on top of me. That's gonna be the hardest for them to change their aim if I were to jump out last second. So knowing I'm probably gonna die, I'm just doing everything I can to take my one little gleam of hope chance of survival. I'm staring at radar. I'm waiting for it to jump right on top of me before I make my dash out. I also know that I am gonna have my dodge by the time I slide out, so I'm gonna give a little slide maneuver for my best chance of avoiding some shots, dodge into a wormhouse knowing I'll boost some health, and then go around the corner to hopefully regain my health and maybe be able to protect this res. And as you see, it worked out pretty well. Now at this point, I wanna make it clear that there is a revive over here, but you sort of got to understand priority in Trials and understanding how to prioritize things. I want to keep that res down so badly, of course, but here's my health bar right here, and there's 2 of them over by this res. So if I were to go and rush them and try to keep them off of it, it would be suicide. Had I had a grenade or something, which I'm close to having again because this grenade's ridiculous, I could have thrown it over there and maybe stopped the res while I got my health, then pushed back, keeping it a 1v2. But I sort of need to recognize that this round's gonna be tough to win no matter what. But if I were to push this res, I'm dying for sure. So let them get the res, figure out maybe one splits off and I can attack them, maybe not. Just right now, I'm letting them res, I'm getting my health back and waiting to see what they do. And sort of the exact perfect thing happened that I wanted to happen. They both did push to the right together, but one was a little bit before the other. And we'll just go back a little bit here and start back from the beginning and let us catch back up from the fight so you can just watch it all over again. But, you know, attacking the guy who's slowed, important, of course. Want to get him while he's in a weakened position. Got to take my cover here, knowing that I'm screwed. Watching the radar, they're over me, get out. Dodge, do everything I can to get away. Let them get this res. Hope, okay, maybe someone's going to separate. And indeed, the first guy does jump out first. So I got to jump on him and try to get him down while I have an opportunity. And now that I'm half health and knowing that they're pushing me, it's time to rotate. Here's an important thing. It's weird that they split off like this, and I didn't expect it, I'll be honest. Rotating is so important. A lot of the times when I'm in 3v1 situations or 1v3 situations and I end up winning it or even getting close to winning it, I notice a bunch of people in my chat are like, Jake, why did they not all push you at the same time? And the biggest answer to that is because I rotate a lot. It's because I'm not in the same spot. Had I just stayed in that same spot back there, they probably would have jumped on me. I didn't go far enough back, but you get the idea. But because I'm moving around, they don't know where to jump on me. I'm everywhere. I'm different places all the time. So rotating in trials is super important, and definitely is the reason I was able to win this round, is because I was in different places all the time. They didn't know exactly where I was going to be. The radar shows me as an area. It doesn't show me which direction I'm going or let them know where I'm about to be. So they can't really teamwork me knowing exactly where I'm going to go. If all three push one side, I go to the other side. If they split up and try to chase me, well, I go after the guy who's alone. In this spot, I noticed that a guy went and got heavy. Even my teammate, Nighthawk, called it out for me. And he starts pushing from behind. Unfortunately, as I already, I showed you the full round with audio earlier, but now the audio is muted. Because he's a sword user, and I've got this grenade in front of me, I know that this angle's safe, because it's very unlikely this guy who I just naded this area is gonna walk back out into an area of effect grenade, right? So I'm protected here. It sort of left me in a 1v1. And because I hear the sword sound, which, like I said, no audio right now, but it was going earlier, I know this guy is now not gonna be able to do a serious lunge. So I need to take my moment to turn around and try to 1v1 him. So I'll give a little bit of an explanation again. There's two reasons why I feel like it's so important for me to turn around. One, this guy in front of me is not gonna push. I got a grenade there. He's not coming after me. Two, this guy just used his sword, take the 1v1. When you are down 1v2, 1v3 in trials or in any game mode, realistically, it is up to you to find 1v1s. That is your goal. You want to find 1v1s, and that's honestly the enemy's goal to prevent. They want to prevent you from finding 1v1s. When I am doing a carry, for example, and we're on the flip side, we're up 3v1, I do everything I can to make sure my carry doesn't push alone. Because if they push alone, maybe get killed, it gives the other team such a good opportunity to find a way to win this thing when you utilize revives and whatnot too. So their job is not let me get 1v1s. My job, do everything I can to get them. And now I found myself in a 1v1 position. So at this point, let's transition from the fight that we just had and into the fight we're about to have. So here we go. Guy in front of me, block him off. Sword coming from behind me. Get the 1v1. Now, I dodge. Cool. Wormhusk. Overpowered. It is. I can't believe so many people use Stompies. Wormhusk is so good. My health was here. It's now here. I'm not in a good position to fight, but damn, I'm definitely not in a horrible position to fight. And I believe that while I'm dodging, I get shot. So now I am officially in a horrible position to be fighting. But if I wasn't using Wormhusk, I would be dead. So here's the deal. There's two revives right here. I do not want to let them get both. If I let them get one revive, both of them are going to stand here and guard it, and I'm probably not going to be able to fight them off while they get the third. So it's sort of like when they're this close together, you got to look at them as one revive. If one of these revives is gotten, the other one's going to get gotten too. You know what I mean? So it is my job now to try to prevent that, because it's sort of risk versus reward. I would rather find a way to get in this 1v1 while low health than try to do another 1v3 from the start with full health. That 1v1 with less health seems more worthwhile to me. So while it might make sense just completely run away at this point and hide, I don't want to do that. I'm very confused at who I've killed in this round already and whose res timers at what. So it's not worth trying to gamble on whether one of these is available or one of them's up in 14 or 21 seconds. I just want to try to prevent them. And understanding that in trials, you have the ability to use so many different things. In Destiny, I should say. I have two shurikens here. So I'm going to throw a little bit of a Hail Mary and do anything I can to stop him from getting this revive. And I see the hit mark, so I know he's slowed, and I land the snipe. A little bit more about how I landed the snipe and the shurikens and all that good stuff. So back to this. I could probably do this in a better way, but I kind of like going over the things we talked about and allowing you guys to see them once again. So the dodge, and I'm weak, and just a Hail Mary, can I possibly stop him? Because I know that he is slowed. Boom, head snipe. Because I know that he is slowed, I know he's not going to be able to slide out, to jump out, to sprint out, which is why I sort of head snipe or, angle right around the rock. People ask me about sniping tips all the time, and it's about understanding sniper lanes and understanding where someone's going to be when they challenge you. In this spot, I know where the revives are. I know that he's at least a little bit weak, and I know that he's slowed. Because of all these things, I know that when he challenges, he's not sliding out, his head's not gonna be here. He's not jumping, his head's not gonna be here. He's a little weak, he's probably gonna try to stay behind the wall, long arm one of these revives, or while he's slowed, slowly walk out. So even though I'm super weak, I know that I have an advantage here because I know that he is slowed, I know exactly where he's gonna be. And I land the snipe. and take a very nice deep breath. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my trials deep dive of this 1 round. We'll do some full games. We'll do some full rounds. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed. We did end up getting this man, I believe, his first ever flawless. Maybe his first flawless that season. Not sure exactly which. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I'm sure I could do a better job as far as like editing and whatnot. Poor Stonewall has such a hard time with this, I'm sure. But let me know if you like this kind of stuff. And I'll probably be doing more on full games and whatnot too. Have a good one, friends. Thanks for watching.